Hi guys, and welcome back to Keep Smiling Adventures, and today we are on an epic bikepacking mission. Today's mission, well, this video's mission is the Greater Ridgeway. Now, this is kind of the harder version of the old chalk way. It starts and finishes in the same place. Now, I'm actually doing this in reverse, so I'm starting in Holme next to the sea in Norfolk, and I will be heading south to Lyme Regis in Dorset. It's nearly 400 miles at 390 miles, so it's going to be one hell of a trip. And our first trail that we will be following on this epic trip is the Pedder's Way. We'll be following basically a bunch of these types of trails. So the first one we are taking on is the Pedder's Way. Now, while the old chalk way starts and finishes in the same place as the Greater Ridgeway, the old chalk way is designed to keep you rolling and to keep it flowing nicely. Let's say it's the gravel bike version of the Greater Ridgeway. However, the Greater Ridgeway, no such luck. We will be going over anything and everything that is on the Greater Ridgeway. Whenever you do a ride like this, you want to start on the south and finish here, because you always get a headwind going in a direction that I am, and that headwind is blowing hard today. So, Lyme Regis, here we come. So, making good progress for our little first few hours, I guess. Just 371 more miles to go until we get to Lyme Regis. The nice thing with the Norfolk section is that it's pretty flat. However, that does mean this ride will just continuously get harder and harder as we crack through the miles. Now I've probably got about 40 minutes, an hour max, until the sun starts to set, so I gotta really find somewhere to camp. Well, I think that is perfect timing. Sun is gonna set in like 10 minutes or something. It's literally setting behind me, and nice load of trees, nice easy way in, and it looks like some nice ground that I should be able to set up camp on. This looks perfect. This is absolutely perfect ground. There is one slight issue with my plan of camping here. Literally not even that far, maybe like a mile away, there is a go-karting course, and every now and again, probably can't hear it on camera, it's just so hopefully they won't be doing that all night. But yeah, this looks like a decent spot, looks a good spot. I don't think it's meant to rain today, it should just be cloudy all night. So happy days, and we will continue following the Pedder's Way early in the morning. As always, I'll see you bright and early in the morning. And I thought it was going to be the go-karts keeping me up tonight. Another day, another adventure. Good morning guys, good morning. Last night was a good night's sleep. After them peacocks finally went to bed, it was actually pretty quiet, pretty nice. The weather today is not looking great. It's looking better in the direction I'm going, but where I am now and in this sort of area, not looking too good. Looking like it's going to be raining all day. Hopefully we'll be able to outrun that. It says it's going to start in a couple of hours, about 9. It's very grey and gloomy today, but we're still on the Pedder's Way. Follow this for a little while longer until we get onto the Ridgeway, I think is the next trail we'll be following. But yeah, let's carry on and let's hope we can beat this rain today. Let's go. Oh yeah. Nice. Rain, 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 how much do you love it? It makes everything green when everything's so grey. Whee! As you can tell, guys, the rain is here. Oh well, nothing you can do about it now. It's only so wet you can get. Well guys, as you can tell, it's still raining, still hammering it down, but we are now starting on the Ridgeway. So we finished the Pedder's Way, and now we make our way onto our next trail, the Ridgeway. I've done about 20 miles this morning. Haven't really found anywhere like sheltered enough to stop to eat or anything. I don't want to sit in this rain, so once it starts calming down, I'll have some breakfast. But I also haven't found a shop today, or I haven't come through anywhere with a shop, so I haven't got too much stuff, just like a brownie and some Twixes. I think I've got some Scotch eggs. I think we'll be good. But I guess we're just going to continue into this rain. We're currently 343 miles until Lyme Regis. It's a long way to go, but we will make it. Let's hope. I think today's plan is to try and get it to around the 300 mark, because after about 100 miles of this route is when it's actually going to get tough. But like so far this morning, the trails have just been like super fun. Even with all the rain, they're still pretty rideable. Well, they've all been rideable. I mean, they're all flat, so they get a bit puddly here and there, but nice. All right, 25 miles in. Starting to get a bit hungry, but we'll wait until this rain stops or I find some bit of shelter. All right, let's keep going. the scotched egg. Invented in London in 1738. Been a British picnic staple ever since. Right guys, I have actually done 50 miles before even having breakfast. So now this is lunch. Every time it stopped raining and I was like, right, let's stop to find somewhere, it started raining again. But finally there's a bit of a break in the grey miserable clouds. We've got some blue skies and we're heading sort of in that direction, so it's looking good. So we've done 50 miles, currently in a little village called Moulton, just past Gaisley, another little village. The next sort of biggish place is Linton, which then I'll be able to find a shop, stock up, or hopefully it's Sunday, hopefully something's open. Yeah, it's been wet. The trails have been getting pretty wet and some of them are like sand, so it's kind of hard work, but we've done 50 miles, so we're doing good, and it's time now for the good old scotched egg. And next stop, Linton, for some for stocking up time. Right, fingers crossed the rain stays away from now and I can dry up. Blue skies! Wow, good morning guys. Last night turned into a bit of a mental one. When I arrived at Linton, I had done about 70 miles. All was good, I had dried out, it was beautiful, the sky was sort of blue, sort of cloudy, but it was not raining and it was nice. So I was like, right, let's do 10, 15, maybe 20 miles more, and let's just generally look for somewhere to camp. So as I left Linton, everything was good. First issue I had is I came to this bridleway that went across a field that had just recently been ploughed, and it was very muddy, which obviously meant the bike got all clogged up. Fine, whatever, dealt with it, sorted it, we continued. The sky was still nice and blue, the sun was starting to set, and I was thinking this is going to be a good night. And as I'm riding through this field, along the Icknield way still, I see these flashes of lights in the distance. And I'm thinking, please just be far away from me. And then next thing we know, I am plunged under this massive dark cloud with the lightning striking. For a minute, I thought I could outrun Mother Nature, but turns out Mother Nature always wins, and I couldn't pedal quick enough. So as I turned into this field, well, this happened. Where did this come from? Looking for somewhere to camp, and this storm just come out of absolutely nowhere. So all that getting dry, and now this, just as it got dark, absolutely in the middle of a storm right now, and I need to find somewhere to camp. I don't know if you can even hear me, but I'm soaking wet now. I'm hoping it's going to pass. But so I ended up just riding through the night a little bit, not till very late, maybe 9 o'clock. I ended up doing 90 miles in total. I managed to find somewhere to camp,
The storm didn't last too long, it went over pretty quick, but I was absolutely drenched and everything, so I ended up finding somewhere to camp while it had stopped. Obviously, not long after I got into camp, this happened. But we woke up today and currently it's not raining, but it looks like it's going to be a very wet one again today. I think this ride might be one of them rides that kind of test yourself. But there is one silver lining. You've always got to find that silver lining. My bike was really muddy yesterday. I woke up and it's had a nice clean on its own. Good old big bab. So now I don't have a dirty bike. Lovely. Right, we are coming along this long trail. Still the Icknield way, I think. And we're coming into a place called Ashwell. I think it's Ashwell. Ashwell, yeah, this is Ashwell Street, so we're coming into Ashwell, a few miles that way. This section of the route is probably going to be the sort of more builty-uppy area, busy area, so, but let's just see what happens today. I think this ride might be a testing one. If day one is anything to go by, day two might be just as epic. Let day two of the Greater Ridgeway Trail commence.
I've been in your waters, been knocking at your door. I know one thing for sure, I've never been so close before.
Today's British picnic special, the pork pie. Right guys, so I've done 25 miles, so it's definitely time for a bit of breakfast. We're having pork pies, and today's actually been fairly pleasant. It is really windy, you can probably tell, and I am battling into that today, but it hasn't rained yet today, so fingers crossed, touch wood, that it stays that way. As we are now heading further and further south, the hills are going to start creeping in. Nothing too bad yet. With all the hills, it does actually bring one positive. We get some nice views. Views right now are actually really nice because the leaves are all changing. Nice orange and yellow. Just beautiful. So we've got 250 miles until we get to Lyme Regis. Now I want to try and get that 50 miles done today to leave us with around 200. That should put us pretty much on the Ridgeway, I think, which is our next trail that we will be on. I'm not sure exactly where the Ridgeway starts, but I think it'll be around the 200 miles left point. The thing I do need to do while it's not raining is, yesterday all the trails were quite sandy and it's just blown through my brake pads, so I need to change the brake pads. I'm gonna do that now before it rains and eat some pork pies, and let's try it and get these 50 miles done today. I'm basically just above Luton right now, sort of on the trails just north of Luton. So and as you can tell, it's really bloody windy. Pork pies, brake pads, and let's move. Right guys, it's currently about 4:30. I've done about 56 miles, so maybe I'll do another 4 to get to 60. I'm not sure, because where I am is looking like it might be a pretty good place to sort of set up camp in a little bit. I've just done the little there and back sort of section of this route, which takes you to Paul's Knob. Lol. That is officially where the Ridgeway begins, the walk-in section of it. So I'm not going to be getting on it at that section, but that's where the official stop, the start and finish of the Ridgeway is. Feeling pretty sleepy, feeling kind of just like drowsy, and just kind of want to sleep. It was not a good night's sleep last night, so tonight needs to be better. We've got 220 miles until we get to Lyme Regis. So I haven't quite made it to the 200 today that I would have liked, but it has been a bit grindy and a bit slow going, and the wind has been beating me up today. But let's go and find somewhere to camp. All day it's been beautiful, and as I want to go set up camp for the night, it starts pissing it down. That's the worst time for it to ever rain. It can rain all day as long as it's dry for the night, but no, I'm gonna like wait here for a little bit longer. Hopefully it will just die down. I just really can't be asked to get wet again before camp.
Good morning guys, good morning. So last night, just as the rain actually settled, it didn't last too long, it went over pretty quick, luckily. So I managed to stay dry, and we actually managed to end up on the Ridgeway. So we finished the Icknield Way, now we're on the Ridgeway officially. So I ended up camping in this woods here, just behind me over there, like nice hidden, nice peaceful night. I'm around a few miles away from, put it on screen, I'm having a mind blank. And that is where I'm gonna go and pick up a few supplies in a minute. And then we've got like 20-25 miles until we get to Goring, which is where like the official, most popular section of the Ridgeway starts. But it's nice to sort of be in the areas that I sort of know now and sort of know what to expect. So yeah, let's go get some supplies. 20 miles or so to Goring, and then we're gonna hit the main part of the Ridgeway. And today it says no rain at all. Yes! And it's just absolutely beautiful with all the leaves on the floor. It's just like the perfect time to be riding your bike. Right, let's do it.
Don't want forbidden grass? Yeah. I'll get you some more. Alright, never mind. See you later. So guys, just had a bit of breakfast and just came to get back on the bridleway, and it's closed. So I'm trying to go all the way around on other bridleways to get back, ooh, so slippy, onto the where I'm meant to be, which is a mixture of the Icknield Way, which I was on, and the Ridgeway. So it's obviously, they're obviously combining, and yeah, nice views, but not a great start to the day. On this trip, there has been quite a lot of road closed signs and all that sort of fun stuff. So although I've always been able to get through them, but yeah, lots of that, no diversions. Although this one says there's a diversion, but there's no like signs for a diversion. It's very misty over there though. Right, on to Goring we go. Guys, so I have just come through Goring. This morning has been absolutely beautiful. The trails have been a lot of fun, lots of like flowy single track, lots of leaves to crunch through, lots of roots to keep you on your toes and try to stay off your ass. I am now coming up to like what I would class as like the most popular part of the Ridgeway from Goring to Avebury. Now, I've done about 38 miles this morning, doing well. We're gonna have a pork pie and then we're gonna crack on. So, I think, I really want to make the most of this weather, crack out loads of miles, but the problem is, once I descend into Avebury, then it's across to Davies, and then it's basically around the Salisbury Plain area, so I can't really camp around there. And that's where I'm going to end up tonight if I keep cracking out the miles. So I think what I'm going to do, what I'm probably going to have to do, is just get towards the end of the Ridgeway and find somewhere to camp. I have an idea of where I could camp. There is a slight section just after Avebury that I possibly could camp, but I don't think there's any trees, and I kind of want the tree cover because it's meant to rain tonight. But yeah, I'm not sure yet. We'll play it by ear depending on how long it takes to get across the Ridgeway. Normally on the Ridgeway, when it's been raining and then dried, it's super claggy and it just clogs up your bike. But luckily today, at least from what I've ridden so far, has not been the case. It has been a bit slidey in places, but it's not sticky yet. So hopefully the rest of it stays like that. Let's go and crack out the Ridgeway. Let's do it. Right guys, so today has been absolutely amazing. Such a fun day of riding, as you can probably tell from the state of me and the bike. It was actually just a lot of fun, so much fun stuff to ride, and like the weather was perfect. Everything has just gone to plan. I have managed to crack out 70 miles, which is bang on perfect, because it actually meant I ended up exactly where I wanted to camp with about 70 miles, and it means we've got 130 miles to go. I'm just waiting for the sun to set. I'm basically like probably like 5 or 6 miles away from dropping into Avebury,
and then we'll head over to Davies, and then we'll do the Salisbury Plain tomorrow. Fingers crossed the weather isn't too bad. I haven't checked yet, but who knows. We've got 130 miles until we get to Lyme Regis, so I'm predicting tomorrow, if we can try and get another 60-70 miles, we should be able to finish the day after tomorrow. But who knows, all the big steep stuff is on its way, I think, tomorrow and the next day. So today I'm going to set up camp in a little bit in a minute once the sun starts to set. But on today's menu for dinner, we're going to have a chili con carne. Obviously we're having it cold because I don't bring a cookery thingy, but it tastes better cold anyway. And I am going to enjoy sleeping with this view. As always, see you in the morning. Good morning, guys. Good morning. As you can probably hear, it's extremely windy where I am. I'm hoping today isn't going to be completely windy. I've just checked the weather. It's kind of rainy, but it seems light showers, so that's okay. It's not going to be too wet, fingers crossed. But it is very windy. Now we're going to head on to the Salisbury Plains, which is very open and exposed. Now we're going around like the perimeter road, but that doesn't mean we're not going to get absolutely hammered with the wind today. Now where I am, the sunrise isn't till about 8 AM. It's currently about 6:45 in the morning. I'm just gonna leave now, get a little bit of an early start. I'm not gonna wait until the sun rises today, because that's just too late. Today's plan is to just generally get as close to Lyme Regis as possible, and hopefully we'll be able to complete this route tomorrow. That's the plan. It looks like we're gonna have a hard, windy day. Hopefully it's just where I am, because I'm quite high up on the Ridgeway. Hopefully when I drop down it'll just be a little calmer, but a lot of exposed riding today. So let's get packed up, and I think this is day 4.5. Let's do it. Hey cows! Well guys, that is 3 out of the 4 trails completed. We've done the Pedders, we've done the Icknield, and now we finished the Ridgeway. So now we're on our 4th and final section of trails, the Wessex Ridgeway. 123 miles to go till we get to Lyme Regis, and it couldn't be the worst day for it to be windy and wind against me, with all the exposed elements of riding that we've got today. A few miles until we get to Davies, and then on to the Salisbury Plain perimeter road. But nice views. Stopped raining, at least for a little bit. 123 miles to go. Let's do it.
my god. Right guys, just come through Warminster. I'm currently in Sutton Veny. Deja vu, we were here literally like 2 weeks ago on this exact very bench. We've done about 45 miles so far today. Oh my god, it's been brutal. The weather's been okay in terms of like temperature. The rain has gone. It's a bit cloudy, but nice blue skies for the most part. But oh my god, that wind is absolutely demoralizing. I've just broken the little cable on the dynamo, so I need to try and just pull that back and fix that. Should be able to do it, no problem. Just bit through the cable to expose a bit more. 86 miles to go. I'm gonna have, wherever I put them, some fruit in a tin. Got some peach slices. Oh my god, today is just, can do one, really it can. Yesterday I had amazing legs, my legs were feeling really strong. Today they're just like nothing, no power. I guess that's the way things go. But on a side note, if any of you watch GCN, they came past me and they were filming, so you might see my ass on GCN at some point in the future. So if you do, tag me in it or whatever you do on YouTube. Right, I've got to try fix this, eat some peach slices, then crack on. I've really got to try and give myself the easiest possible day tomorrow, because when I finish I still need to get home, which means a bunch of trains. Right, let's get all this stuff done. My legs are gone today.
Close your eyes, hear the voice within, calling. This heavy load got under your skin, hauling. You got the white knuckles holding on it tight, keeping your feelings bottled up inside, heading for collision in the night. To really live, you gotta die. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors, colors.
Right guys, so I've done 65 miles so far today. It's just been absolutely demoralizing. I've been pedaling down hills. That is the worst. Grinding up hills. We're just coming up to the highest point. I think it's the highest point in Wiltshire. Highest or second highest, I'm not 100% sure. And we've got about 68 miles in total to go. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to camp up on top of the highest point like I did the other week, because it's way too windy. But I am going to ride maybe just a couple of hours, maybe one, probably 2 or 3 hours into the night, just to try and get that distance down a little bit further, to give me a nice easy day tomorrow. But honestly, all the gates on this section of the ride just make everything feel really sluggish, as well with the wind. Today has been a tough one. And there's another gate. Right guys, I'm gonna crack on into the night. I'll see you bright and early in the morning. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will have made good progress into these miles.
Good morning guys, good morning. Today is our 5th and should potentially be our final day. Last night I managed to do around 80 miles I think it was, and we have about 55 miles to go. As you can hear, it's just started to rain, so I packed up early. We're just gonna get underway. What's the saying? Early birds find the worm, or something about a worm and a bird, I don't know. So we've got 50 miles, and I'm sure I said at the start of this video, this ride's just going to continuously get harder and harder towards the end, and well, it just seems like that is true. Right, we've got about an hour and a half, 2 hours until sunrise, so we're going to crack out some miles before then. and then fingers crossed we're going to make it to Lyme before sunset. That is the goal for today. But let's get underway before I get absolutely soaking wet. Let's go.
God, guys, I'm telling you, from Warminster, it's just the grindiest, most dull, annoying ride so far. This morning, everything's been pretty much unrideable. Super wet, overgrown, boggy. Fields that have just been ploughed, so you're hiking over these sticky mud clogging up everything. It's just I'm just so over this ride right now. I'm just ready to get to the end. I've done 17 miles and it's taken 3.5 hours, just to give you some context of how sluggish and slow this morning has been. And as you can see, we're hiking up again. We've got about 36, 37 miles, something like that, to go. At this rate, I'm not even sure we're going to make it before sunset. And I really don't want to make it after sunset. I don't want to get to Lyme in the dark. I want to actually see the sea. So yeah, just fingers crossed it starts flowing a bit better, because right now there's no flow. Currently 2 p.m. Just want to get there before sunset, but I don't want to get there too late, because then I can't get home. Why does this bit? All it is just like hiking through fields. It's just rubbish. Oh my god, guys, we did it. I really didn't think I was gonna make it before sunset, but it's basically sunset in like 10 minutes, so we just about made it. Today has been an absolutely brutal day, the same as yesterday, super brutal, but today even worse. So many gates, so much hiker bike, so many thorns and nettles, and just generally not a lot of riding. I feel like I've spent more time off my bike than on my bike, but we have made it from the North Sea to the English Channel, Greater Ridgeway. And oh my god, that was a brutal last 2 days, but yeah, we did it. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and till next time. Keep smiling. Enjoy the adventure. Peace. Oh, I'm so tired.